What's going on, everyone? This is Luke with Endless Entrepreneurs, coming to you guys with our usual Sunday shipping vlog, showing you guys what has sold on eBay this weekend for me and my business. For those of you new to my channel, I'm a part-time eBay seller. I'm a full-time corporate finance analyst, so I build my business in my spare time, and I primarily specialize in men's clothing. I've branched into shoes as well as some women's jeans and some other miscellaneous items, and that's pretty much the core of my business. And I've been selling on eBay for quite a few years now, and very seriously, a lot more than a hobby for the last couple years. Quite a few sales this weekend. It's been pretty nice. August has been starting to come out of that summer slowdown. I've been experimenting with promoted listings a little bit, been running some different sales, and just things seem to be starting to move, which is really exciting. I'm running this show a little earlier than normal, simply because I need to get my shipping done. And Chris from 10K on the Bay and I have our show this evening, and we're going to be talking about coupon codes and promoted listings. So just want to get this out of the way first, give you guys some content, some value, and then we'll have the show later this evening. I think 7 p.m. Eastern that we're targeting. So let me jump in. The format of these is I'll show you each item that's sold. I'll talk about what I paid for it, what it sold for, and how long I had it, kind of my inventory for. I do have everything pre-packed in polybags, so a lot of times you can't see as well as like my haul videos and things like that, but hopefully it'll be helpful to you guys and show you kind of what's been going on. Let me just check the chat real quick, make sure my sound's good. Hi, everyone. Looks like we're good to go. All right, so I'm gonna jump right in here. So speaking of shoes, these were some Cole Haan, just like plain toe Oxford dress shoes, leather. They're limited wear on the bottoms. They sold for $42.99 plus $7.99 shipping, and sold for full price. Didn't have to take a best offer or anything. They sold, I think, on Saturday. I've probably had these for maybe 3 months in my inventory, I would think, and I paid $4.99 for them. So shoes here are pretty cheap. These I picked up maybe a month ago or less. I think it was in a haul video a couple weeks ago, actually. So these are Boys Sperry Topsider shoes. They're in like mint condition. I mean, they barely have been worn at all. Really, really good shape. And these sold for $22 plus, I think it was $6.99 to ship. So $4.99 into about $30, all in on that. So, and shoes are the only thing that I charge shipping on, just because it just varies so much with the weight and where you send them throughout the country that every other item in my store, I do free shipping, but for this, I do calculated shipping. All right, into the clothing. So this is a Under Armour Storm. It's like a quarter zip, dry fit type Stormline, like pullover sweater type thing. It did have like a logo from a company on it. So I took a best offer of $24.99 for it. The company I'd never heard of is pretty obscure, but you could barely see it. It was like on the sleeve. Had it not had that, I probably would have gotten the 30s for this, somewhere in like the mid to low 30s. But either way, I paid $3.99 and it sold for $24.99. I listed this, looking at the inventory tag, probably within the last like 2 months or so. Here is a Polo Ralph Lauren lamb's wool V-neck sweater, and it has, I think it was a navy blue pony. You can see there. I picked this up for $3.99, and this sold actually today. My sale had lapsed, and it sold full price for $28.99, and I paid $3.99 for it. This will definitely ship first class. Judging from this inventory tag, I probably had it for 2 to 3 months. I have a very long tail seller, guys. I mean, I price my stuff at the upper end most of the time, and I'm willing to wait on it. I'm not. That doesn't bother me at all. It's just a part of my my strategy. All right. See comments about me shaving my beard. Yeah, there's no happy medium. When I reset it, it's kind of like stubble, and there's a couple days of awkwardness where I look way younger than I probably should. So this is it's the first time I ever found one of these. It's called Thoughts for, I think it's Thoughts for Threads, Threads for Thoughts. I don't know which order it's in. Either case, this sold for $23.99 this morning, actually. And I paid $3.99 for it. Really lightweight, just like a full zip, lightweight hoodie. I'd never seen the brand before, but the comps looked pretty decent. And so I was happy to move that. This was I just picked this up maybe like 2 weeks ago. It was a Polo Ralph Lauren hooded full zip sweatshirt with pockets on the front. It was women's. I think it was size medium. I noticed when I got it back that the string was missing. I overlooked that from the hoodie part. There was a couple snags on it, and so I ended up selling this for $17.50. I was in it for $3.99. If it had been flawless, I would have tried to get in the high 20s for it, but with the flaws, I just had to take a little lower of a profit there. This brand is Resistol, that's called. You can see it through the plastic, maybe. It's a Western brand. I just started finding it a little bit. These jeans were like in mint condition. Looked like they've been barely worn. Found these maybe a month ago or less. They've been up for, and took a best offer of $23.99 for these with free shipping, and I paid $4.99. So just not a huge sale, but a steady $10 profit sale. Here's an LL Bean item from my bulk buy. If you're new to my channel, I bought 3,000 pair of LL Bean pants back in like May, and so these have been selling off slowly. I'm getting close to break even. These sold for best offer for 18 bucks. My buy cost was $1.15 for these, and these will definitely ship first class. And like I said, it's hard to say. I mean, those have been up for a couple months, so I guess that's probably how long I've had them for. Banana Republic. This pair of pants, and this is one of my early buys. These are probably I've had for over 2 years, maybe 2.5 years, back when I lived in New York. And these are just Banana Republic straight fit. I wouldn't normally pick these up ever used, but they've been in my inventory forever. I took a best offer of $12 for them just to get them out of there and move them. So just nice to get some money back for those. I probably paid, I don't know, so long ago. I used to pay like $3.99, $4 or $5 for pants back then. So. This is a Harley Davidson shirt. This was a part of like a small bulk buy I did locally here for like 300. No, was it 300? No, 150. I think it was 150 clothing items that I bought from like a small local seller. This is a Harley Davidson T-shirt, and I took a best offer for $19 for this. It's white. I think it's Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Nothing special, but buy cost on this was $3, so $3.19, and it'll go first class. Had that up for maybe 2 months. We've got some Levi's here. Just checking the comments, make sure we're all right. All right. So Levi's 514. This is the one Levi's brand I like to buy. This and 501. Those are the two lines I pretty much pick up. The rest of them I kind of leave normally unless there's something unique about them, like color or something like that. So these are like a brown denim. This is the slim line. They're 31 by 32. And judging from the inventory tag, these have been in there for probably 2 to 3 months. Paid $4.99, or no, I paid $3.99 for these. They gave me the slack price. I do remember this. A lot of times when they're not jean colored, they give me the dress pants price, which is nice. And took a best offer of $22.99 for these. So happy to sell those. All right, here is a blazer. These have been starting to move a lot more. Promoted listings have been helping move my blazers. It looks like I've sold 4 since starting promoted listings for blazers, which is pretty cool. And this was a Ralph Lauren. It was a silk blend. It was actually Lauren Ralph Lauren, the green label line. And took a best offer of $35 for this. Bought it for $4.99. I believe it was like 46 or 48. It was a bigger size. So this will go flat rate for $5.99 in a flat rate envelope. And very happy with that sale. If I can get 35 for that brand, 35 to 40, I'm really, really happy with that. This is a Nike Performance. It's like a quarter zip pullover, dry fit. It has this logo on the front, this Lighthouse Family Retreat. I picked it up just because I thought someone might go there. It might be, I didn't really do any research on it, but I was thinking maybe it's a camp or maybe it's something that people go to every year. So someone might want that. I picked it up for $3.99 and it sold for $21 this morning. Took a best offer. So, decent kind of bread and butter type look. Ralph Lauren, just standard dress shirt. I get a lot of questions about these because everyone doesn't believe that I get what I get for them just because the market's so saturated. But I got $18.79. This sold for full price. It was on sale. Paid. This was part of that bulk buy, the smaller bulk buy. So I paid $3 for this. So happy to move it at that price point. I usually get anywhere from like 16 to 20 for those. Here is Hugo Boss. This is a unique item. It was a merino wool full zip, I guess it's kind of like a sweater hoodie. I mean, there's no hood on it. But paid $3.99 for this. This sold for $24.99, and I was very happy with that. Judging from the inventory tag, probably 2 months or less I've had this up for. This was a new with tags J. Crew. It's like a sweater vest, like a V-neck sweater vest. It was a cashmere blend, I believe. It's like 5% cashmere or something like that, and the rest was wool. I think the rest was cotton. But MSRP of $55. This sold for $23.99, and I paid $3.99 for it. And judging from this, probably has been up for 3 months or so. Another example of a really old piece of inventory. It's got the tag here, which I never do. Do not put anything with adhesive on your clothing items. I was very new to the game and not understanding that the poly bag was the better way to go. So I'm actually going to pull this off. Hopefully it doesn't leave residue. But in either case, I sold this, took a best offer of $12 just to get it out of my inventory. I don't pick up Nordstrom anymore. I used to pick it up a lot. I used to be able to get like kind of similar prices to Polar Ralph Lauren and Brooks Brothers, but it just doesn't move for me anymore, and it's just not very sought after for the price points that I like to sell at. So I'm just happy to move this and get it out. And for 12 bucks, I've had it for so long. I mean, probably 18 months or so. Just nice to get some capital back into the business. Same here. Again, this is a Wrangler Pearl Snap shirt. I don't really pick these up anymore. This actually sold, took a best offer of 14 for this. And I've had this, again, 18 plus months easily. I would not buy these again, but either way, get some cash back in the business. These are the only type of Polo Ralph Lauren dress pants I pick up is if they have the pony on the back, navy blue. These sold for, I think, $23.99. They're on sale. Picked them up for $3.99. So a decent flip there. I've had these up for probably 2 months, judging from the inventory tag. This is a cool find. These are Under Armour Storm sweatpants, and they were, I believe, a double XL. Took a best offer of $30 for these. They'll ship first class, real lightweight. Paid $3.99 for them. So and these haven't been up for very long, maybe a month, maybe 5 weeks. A couple more items here. We're almost done, guys. We'll flip over to some Q&A for you the last 10 minutes or so. So these were the first pair of Southern Tide pants I've ever found. I found Southern Tide polos before, some dress shirts, but I never found the pants. And these were kind of like a denim dungaree type pant. You can see the tag on the back. Paid $4.99 for these. They did charge me the denim price, unfortunately, not the dress pant size. But these sold for $30 as well. Took a best offer. These will ship flat rate for probably $5.99. And these, judging from that, probably 2 months or less I've had these up for. Here is, this is a blazer. I can't remember the brand. I think this was Ralph Lauren as well. I have to go back and look. Yes, it was. It was a woven Lauren Ralph Lauren, the green label. This sold for $38, and it was, I'm pretty sure it was 100% wool. It was 2-button. It was just like this. It has like a woven pattern to it. This, judging from the inventory tag, I've probably had this one up for, gosh, maybe 3 months or so, if I had to guess. Paid $4.99. It'll ship flat rate for $5.99. Right, and then this is the last item, another LL Bean item. These are flannel lined dress pants. Got these for $1.15 in that bulk buy, and these sold for $20.99. So that's the last bit there. It's been a pretty good weekend of sales. Hopefully I get quite a few more today and tomorrow, or I mean today through the rest of the night. I did back-to-back $250 days with Friday and Saturday, so it was really, really nice and steady. I hope to kind of finish that pace up for the month, and I may have a chance to cross $7,000 for the first time ever if it keeps at that pace. So hopefully we get there. Let me flip over to some Q&A here. Hi, Terry. Oh, man. I'm sorry you have a migraine, Terry. That's awful. Terry's in the chat there. She's one of the moderators. She graciously is one of the moderators for my shows when she's around. I really appreciate her help. Sorry you have a migraine, though. That's rough. I think my voice is different, guys, because I positioned the mic differently, so you can actually see it in the video. I think I've been having it too far away, so hopefully, I mean, this will be consistent. I don't think my voice has actually changed at the age of 30. I'm pretty sure it hasn't, but I think it's just the way I position the mic. So hopefully that will be the norm moving forward. So let's do some Q&A here. I got about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to ship all this stuff and keep listing until the show later. Let's see if there are any questions here. So Candace said, I bought a used wholesale lot from one of the eBay Facebook groups and got screwed over, so no more wholesale. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of buying used wholesale, but all the items I bought wholesale, they were new without tags, and it was like 4 pallets worth. So I took a chance, but the price was so low that it was worth the risk. But yeah, when I buy bulk again, which I'm going to, it's hopefully going to be all new with tag stuff. On the roads again said we sold the last Ralph Lauren button up we had Friday. I got to find some more women's button ups, and Ralph Lauren have been doing good for us. Yeah, that's awesome. What else we got? Someone asked, Thompson, do you have presets for best offers or do you review each one? I review each one. I don't know that it's the best business practice for your time, but honestly, as a part-time seller, best offers kind of keep me interested in my business and it keeps me engaged when sales are a little slow. So I like to see each one come across. And honestly, lowball offers for me end up turning into sales sometimes. You know, I'll reply with an offer of, if it's a stupid offer they give, like 50% of the item or less, I'll just reply with like a quarter off, like 25%, 25 cents off the item list price. And then they either come all the way up and we start negotiating, or they just are dumb and I decline the offer after the second one. Thanks, Larry. Yeah, it was a great weekend. Joseph, no, I don't charge for shipping except on shoes. I do calculated shipping on shoes. Everything else is free shipping. Mike Rowley said, why don't you like Levi 550 or 561? I don't really know. I don't have a lot of good reasons for it. I don't find them very often. They just haven't sold. The ones I have found just don't sell for me, but I might have to start picking those up if you think they move. I mean, I'm willing to buy anything that'll sell, even if I have to sit on it for a while. Aaron said, do you buy Ralph Lauren polos with a large pony? I will buy the polos with a large pony, and I'll buy the polos that have like really unique patterns or embroideries on them. I always do well with that. Any of the unique Blue Label Ralph Lauren items I find always do really, really well. But yeah, I will pick those up. Shannon is at the pool, I think, right now, and Thor is downstairs with the other dog where dog's sitting. All right. Any other questions, guys? Hopefully, how have you guys' sales been? Has anyone been doing promoted listings? Sounds like Aaron's saying his sales have been good. I've been talking to a lot of sellers, and it seems like people have really, their sales are starting to come out for sure from the summer slowdown. Brandon said, thanks for the carbon to cobalt tip. I picked up a hoodie and sold it for $30 in 15 minutes. Yeah, Brandon, that carbon to cobalt brand, I don't find it a ton. I've probably found like a dozen items or so over the last 6 months, and they always do well. So glad you picked that up. $32, that's a nice sale. Terry, I definitely will tell him you said hello. All right, guys. Oh, Terry's diversifying into another niche. What niche are you going to pick, Terry? I'm still working on getting into the women's stuff. I've just been finding so much men's stuff that by the time I get to the store, I don't have enough time to go to the women's section. I have about 10 women's items over here I'm going to try to list today. Candace said, I tried out promoted, one sold of 10 so far in a week. Yeah, that's nice. And she sells plus clothing. Brandon said he has 14 sales since Friday. That's really good. Ooh, vintage jewelry. That's awesome, Terry. Yeah, it seems to be there's some sellers doing really, really well with that lately. Stacy said promoted listings have been doing well for her as well, helping move some old items. That's great. And Joshua said he started promoted listings and have made 3 sales in 2 days from it. That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like with promoted listings, if you can figure out the percentage to concede and margin that works for your business, like you're getting extra exposure, I think it can really be a powerful tool. I haven't quite figured out the ropes on what the right percentage is where I'm not giving away too much. So I'm just got to kind of trial and error that for a while and see where we land. All right, guys. Looks like there's not a ton of questions, so I'm going to wrap up. Oh, there's one more room. It says, did you make the move to the garage? Edward asked. Still doing flat lays in the garage. I've been doing all my shirts and stuff upstairs for right now. I need to clear a little more room. Shannon, I actually was getting ready to, and then Shannon wanted the garage back for her workout area, which I had been promising her. So I delivered that today. She has like 3/4 of the garage back for her dedicated workout space. So it may take a little longer before I'm able to get down there because I need to clear out the last, it's probably like 150 pair of pants I need to process through and get them out of there. And then I'll be fully out of my garage from here on out, at least for prepping inventory. Yeah, and guys, we got almost 60 watching live and only 10 likes. Hit that like button for me if you don't mind. And Terry, we went to the pool last night. Actually, we did like a night swim, and one day is enough for me. I got too much to do. Otherwise, I would go to the pool. Shannon just got done working out, and she's pretty tired, so she went to relax, get a little bit of sun. All right, yeah, Candace, I'll definitely see you later at 7. Thanks. I'm looking forward to having you stop in for our show. It should be a good one. We're going to be on my channel this week. So about 2.5 hours, I guess. Yeah, we'll be back on. So I'm going to wrap up here. I'm going to get this stuff shipped and start listing. Hope everyone had an awesome weekend. Hope your sales crushed through the rest of today. And as we head up the last third of August, I hope sales just keep cranking for everyone. Thanks for stopping in, and check me out on Instagram at Endless Entrepreneurs if you haven't yet. Appreciate the support, everyone. Take care.